Atlanta gets sold as the Black Mecca. Black ownership, black power, black opportunity. But what happens when a black business owner starts asking real questions? And suddenly the rules change. Tonight on Sincere Love the Godcast, we're sitting down with Caleb Smith of the 3 Milli podcast to talk about what actually went down with his business in Atlanta and why these situations are never as isolated as they're made to seem. This isn't about rumors. It's about patterns. It's about power. And it's about the difference between the image of black success and the reality of navigating it. If Atlanta is the Black Mecca, then it's time to ask, who is it really serving? You are now tuned into Sincere Love the Godcast. Yo family, real quick, I'm proud to announce the soft launch of Sincereluvdagod's new book, From the Womb to Illmatic, a hip-hop inspired blueprint for unlocking your child's inner genius. This ain't your average parenting book, this is for the culture. Inspired by Illmatic, built around his own son Seven's early development, and packed with real tools to help parents turn everyday moments into genius-level learning. If you've ever wanted to give your child a head start without losing your roots, this book is for you. Available now on Amazon. Order now and leave a 5-star review. You already know, we raising brilliance around.
Hi, I'm Seven, and I'm the Super Harry. That means I ask big questions, I make big moves, and I come from something powerful. In this series, I grow through change, embrace my culture, and unlock the gifts that my ancestors gave me. These books are for kids like me, kids with heart, with pride, and with big dreams. Come join the journey. Collect all 4 Seven the Super Harry books and unlock your power. Available on Amazon and Kindle now. Order your
Here's the way it is. You live in direct relation to the poets, the heroes, and the sheroes you have. Always honor the elders. Then you honor yourself. Honor women. You honor yourself. Honor men. You honor yourselves.
Peace, family. What's good? What's good? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, back in the house once again with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. And today we also have a special guest in the house for y'all. We got my brother Caleb Smith from 3 Milli Productions. Welcome to the Godcast, King.
Man, honor, brother. I appreciate you. Nicety. I appreciate both of y'all, man. True writers. Great platform, and it's needed, man, during this time. So, I just want to say I appreciate you guys greatly.
Thank you. Appreciate your
Likewise,
platform
man.
as well. And shout
Thank
out to Wifey. I don't know if
you.
she over there in the cut
She
somewhere, but
upstairs.
shout out
Yeah,
to
she
Wifey.
upstairs chilling.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you.
indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, we got a good conversation coming up for y'all with our good brother Caleb. And so
Yeah.
in the meantime, I want y'all to hit that like button for us.
Mhm.
Hit that like button, share this out on your social media platforms. Let
Yeah.
everybody know that we are live right now on Sincere Love the Godcast. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live or upload new content to the channel. So again, we got our good brother Caleb Smith in the building. Appreciate you taking the time to be here with us, brother.
Mhm.
And so we know you guys got a lot going on with the business out here in Atlanta right now.
Mhm.
And we're going to get into that. But I want to start off by getting into your background a little bit.
For
So
sure.
tell us a little bit about yourself, where you
Yeah.
from, you know what I'm saying, how you got into business, things of that nature.
Indeed. Yeah, man. From Atlanta, born and raised. Family is from Georgia. deep Georgia roots, country boy, man. I'm at heart. So, growing up, my grandparents, they have the same property from our family, almost from like slavery times, right? Where it's like 25 plus acres of land. We had a family reunion every year. We still do. So, man, at a very early age, I was taught the importance of owning land, having, your own money, building, all of those things. So, over time, I played sports, went to college for football. I was blessed to go to Georgia State University here in Atlanta, which is like, NYU almost, where, everything is like out in the street. So, that time, that experience, like I really got cultivated. I majored in journalism. I minored in African-American studies. So, I was learning how to create media, but then at that same time, I'm in class learning so much about Black history, Atlanta Black history. So, I had some dope professors that really put me on game. So, throughout that time, I truly knew, okay, media, that's the way right now. So this was around like 2017, 2018. Throughout this time, in Atlanta, you start meeting the right people, you start learning. I was blessed to, intern for my man H, who has one of the OG podcast studios here in Atlanta, Live Hip Hop Daily. And man, he showed me how to run a studio all throughout college. So there'll be times to where it's 3 a.m. I got to go find the weed, man. I got to find some liquor for some guests. I got to do this. So you send me on crazy missions. But, then over time, you start learning people from all walks of life, whether, it's a person from the streets or, it's a corporate person. So that taught me how to blend in anywhere. Then at that same time, I'm taking honors classes. So I'm the only Black kid in these AP classes in college. But then I'm dressed just like this. Like I'm wearing a fitted. I got chains out. But then, I started learning like microaggressions where how is this nigga getting the highest grade in the class? So then, start learning that sometimes Black excellence is treated a certain type of way.
Like a threat.
It's a threat. So after college, thanks, to my wife, Sid, COVID literally happened 6 months after I walked across the stage. I had a job lined up for Fox 5 News, right? So most people, see me like dress chill and stuff, but man, I was about to be wearing suits and ties every day. And that whole program, it got depleted. So then, man, I had to pivot quickly. Thanks to my wife, thanks to H, dope people, man, and showed me, hey, you can start your own platform, brother. So then, man, from there, that's how 3 Milli Productions started. From that same inception point, that's when we started brick and mortar on top of our platform. So, our platform, it was able to grow organically. At that same time, we started our own business because we saw, hey, where can people film their podcasts at? Where can people have events? We didn't see any spots. So we was like, all right, bet, let's start that. So, from that, we was able to build that throughout the past 5 to 6 years. As most people know, peer space is like Airbnb when it comes for like, renting out event spaces, all of that. So, man, within 4 to 5 year time span, we was able to come #1 on peer space as young Black business owners.
In Atlanta.
Where it's high traffic,
big.
high competition, all of that. But, me and Sid valued ourselves in providing high customer service, high professionalism, but also in a Black environment. Sincere, you came to one of our very first studios, 34 Peach Street. So we were able to grow from, that aspect and keep upsizing and upsizing. But as you guys know, you become a threat through that way. So yeah, man. So that's how, 3 Milli Productions started, from our studio aspect, which was like his own thing. And then also our platform where we bring all that together. So, through our space, we're able to host Black people, like beautiful Black events, able to host people such as a Candy Burris or a Summer Walker, where people know that you can pull up here, you can be in a safe Black environment where you have Black security guards, you have Black artwork by Black local Atlanta artists. So everything is Black, but it's clean, it's professional, and it breaks every type of stereotype. So yeah.
I love that story. And also just the fact that, COVID being a blessing and a curse to a degree, because it forced you to, create your own platform and do your own business. And as you can see, a lot of the so-called legacy media, they're running over to YouTube and other independent media as well. So you were right on time with that.
Facts. God's timing too, though, man, because like I had no control over that. But, thanks to that, being able to build. And, Sincere, nice to y'all know, it's nothing like being able to talk about what you want to talk about. So many people don't know journalism is a nasty business, right? Everybody has an editor in chief that tells you, hey, we're going to talk about this topic. I need you to contact this person on this feature story, use this angle.
Right.
The same person then can change your words in an article, a news coverage story. It can get re-edited. Certain things, it can be taken out. So it can be very nasty when you don't control your own narrative. So, thanks to the work of grassroots media, such as yourself, which y'all are doing, Afro Elite, Black Dot, with Urban X, to reach so many beautiful Black voices, Amadeus Christ is needed. So,
yes, indeed.
Man. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And you created a dope space for all of us, you know what I'm saying, to be able to express ourselves creatively and let people know what we got going on and all of that. But I want to go back for a minute. You mentioned going to Georgia State. My son went there for his first his freshman year.
Okay.
And when I took him there for his tour, it had like a HBCU vibe to it. Like, I was like, yo,
check this out, bro. Georgia State graduates the most Black students in the United States of America.
That's crazy.
HBCUs. A lot of people, bro, and they don't know that.
And that's why I was surprised to hear you say you was the only Black kid in the AP classes. That's crazy.
So, bro, Georgia State Honors College, they operate different, right? So Georgia State, you got Georgia State Honors College. You have to apply or be offered to even enter there, right? Was very crazy, ironic. Georgia State Honors College building used to be Alonzo Herndon's business home for Atlanta Life Insurance Company. Alonzo Herndon, if you guys don't know,
that's the one that Shaq just bought?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yes. Alonzo Herndon is one of the very first Black millionaires in the entire country. A lot of people don't even tell his story, right? He started that company as a barber, which is kind of cool, Sincere, as a barber, right?
I didn't know that part.
He started that, formerly enslaved, and became a millionaire within a short time span. Because of that, he made so much money. Atlanta, Auburn Avenue, had one of the worst race massacres in American history. Everybody talks about Tulsa, but bro, this was happening back in 1906 here in Atlanta because of one man, how much money he was generating. And I say all that to say, because our past, it connects to our future. Georgia State Honors College, shout out to my man, Dr. Jacob English, my mentor there. He put me on game, bro. He taught me so much about history. I used to work at the Honors College. I was over at the media department and programs during undergrad. But Jacob, man, he showed me this building used to be Alonzo Herndon's building. And all that they have for him is a plaque that's on the ground that people walk over every single day. There's no statue. There's no nothing. So, yeah, man, it's crazy.
And so is it political to get up in there? Like, why do you think the numbers are the way that they are like that?
It's political because I think we graduate so many Black students and it's so Black in that classroom that they want a separate entity for white students that they can feel safe, they can feel seen in their own protected hub. Again, you barely see Black faculty in there. You barely see Black students in there. That's predominantly all the white faculty and all of them. And guess what, bro? They have their own dean. So it's like its own separate school within a school. Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah, man.
So, I want to talk about some of your different experiences, doing business in different parts of Atlanta. Like you said, you mentioned I came through one of your very first spots, you know what I'm saying, where we did the interview and you allowed us to perform our song and all of that. That was dope. And that space there was dope. It was smaller. You couldn't do everything that you really wanted to do. But y'all had everything set up right. The look was dope. You know what I'm saying? The content was coming out fire.
Thank you.
And so talk about your different experiences at these different locations, because I think you've been to a couple of different ones since we did that interview.
Three. So 34 Peachtree was my very first space. We got that. So that space was like ours, like on our own. Like that was like, okay, this is your space. That was back in like 2022. We had that space we had a 2-year lease. So we had it from 2022 to about 23-ish. Top of 24, we moved to Forsyth Street. We were there. We were supposed to be there for like 3 years, but God willing, man, we actually outgrew that space. So because our foot traffic, it was so large, we started seeing, we need even more space, which then led us to this current space. So yeah, man, each experience, you start learning more about filmmaking, producing, hosting events, logistics, analytics, marketing. So each step, it was like, okay, 34 Peachtree, as you saw, bro, Sincere, we had 3 rooms. Okay, so we learned how to trap out 3 rooms. And then once you start, growing that, you start realizing, damn, I need a little bit more space. And then, we start going upsizing, did that. Had fun. We was right across the street from Magic City. So, people had interesting experiences. Yeah, but it was dope because, man, from that time we learned about homelessness, right? About, giving back to the homeless downtown. So, that showed us a lot. So yeah, man, each space showed us something. So yeah, I was grateful for that.
And from each space, as you grew from the first, second,
Hmm.
and third, what was the
Hmm.
square footage differences? Like when you guys
Yeah.
started your first space, what was the square
Hmm.
footage to where you are
Man,
now?
bro. So Sincere might not even believe this at all. The first space, 34 Peachtree, I think was around like 800 square feet.
Wow.
But we learned how to make it feel bigger, right? So we put up cloud walls, we put up artwork, um, we had a beautiful downtown skyline view. So it's like, hey, nigga, focus on
Yeah.
that, right? So we
Yeah.
just made these
Yeah.
look cool, which is what Black people always do. Because guys, that space, it hadn't been written out in like over 10 years, man. So we had to pull old carpet out, we had to scrub the carpets. And man, it was like all money in. So, we didn't have funding, any of that. It was all self-funded. So it started from that. And then our second space was around like 1,800 square feet.
Okay.
And this current one is around like 2,500 square feet. So, each level we were able to build, sustain, grow, and scale. So,
Leveling up.
yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
Thank
And
you.
also another thing I noticed is your ass is in shape like a motherfucker right now. So
Bro,
like,
just now, man. Just now, bro.
yeah.
Listen, Sincere, bro. I had to get right, man, because I was always, in sports, I was always active, but from like that pocket, from like post college to about 26, 27. I'm 29 now, but bro, like I think on my like 28th birthday, I said, bro, it's time for a change. Like I got to take my health serious. Like I used to always eat, whatever I wanted to eat. Like, nah, I can eat whatever. And man, you start seeing that, bro, and you start, feeling sluggish, blood pressure, stress levels, all that. So yeah, man, hey, I changed my diet. Shout out to, my wife Sid, bro. I started grilling.
I was
So
gonna
man,
ask if she
bro,
was
grill
part of
your
that
foods.
influence.
But man, I'm telling you, grill your foods, bro. Like, man, I started just throwing food, I'm on the grill. I started meal prepping, cut out sweets. And now, man, I go to the gym almost 6 to 7 times a week now, but it was a process. It was a process. And, going to the gym, bro, that's like mind, body, soul, time with God. So, during those times I start, enjoying playing music or, sermons, inspirational stuff. So then now, bro, like at the gym, I ain't even there to work out. Like I'm there just to vibe. So yeah, it was a process. It was a process though, man, for sure.
But you look great, man.
Thank you,
You look
brother.
great.
Thank you, man.
And
I'm trying.
to be getting on that so early as such a young, hey, you like a young OG, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we wait till, you know what I'm saying, we start getting up there in age. Now it's like, all right, I gotta chill out
Bro,
a
I
little
seen,
bit.
man, too many grandparents die from diabetes, high blood pressure. I done seen legs amputated. So, once you see things like that, it's a wake-up call quick, man.
Right.
Real talk. So we got to get to this new space where we at now. How long ago? When did you guys move over there?
Bro, we just moved there November 1st.
Wow, November.
That shows you how crazy this is.
Okay, November 1st, and we already here.
Come on now.
I mean, how long did it take for us to get here from
Day
from
one.
the time that you got there?
Day one, the moment I stepped in.
So day one, the tension started. Day
Come
one.
on, man. So look,
Wow.
all right, I can backtrack for you guys. So our last space, Sincere, I don't think that you came to that one. Right across the street from Magic City. Dr. Kaba, he was able to come, live show, all of that. It was cool. It was a vibe. But then I knew, hey, we need like designated parking spots. We need a safer environment, all of that. So, okay, cool. Grant Park is like 5 minutes, from there, which is very strange. 5 minutes from Magic, and it's all white. So it just shows you gentrification in real time. So, we toured over 15 spaces before we landed on this one throughout our process. So we were very thorough. Zoning and redlining is a real thing here in Atlanta. So many spaces don't accept production studios now, which is a Black thing because they know that most Black people have a production studio in space and things like that. So, all right, cool. Grant Park, we found that. They had designated parking. It's a storefront. The belt line is right there. So we got foot traffic for days. It's prime real estate. But these white boys, a negotiation process, they didn't like how we knew all the numbers, our specs, we could talk things down, all of that. So they hated how we negotiated one hell of a deal for 7 years. Most Black tenants, a commercial space probably only get 1 to 3 years max. We were able to lock in for 7. And also the World Cup, as you guys know, is going to be here in Atlanta in a few months. So they already know that's a high foot traffic area. So yeah, man. But the moment that we moved in, November 1st, is literally when we had somebody trespass and come in with their dog. So yeah.
Come in with the dog. Like,
come in with the dog.
How do you know
that's the whitest thing ever? That's the whitest thing ever, man.
Right. Yeah. What kind of shit is that? All right. So give us a story, man. They came in there with the dog.
Yeah. So our very first day, we are hosting a client event, right? And he is walking in. Our clients, because it's an all-black event, right? It's a black tie event. So people see this white dude with flip-flops on in November and some shorts walking in with this dog. It's like, yo, whose mess is this, bro? Nice. So he walks in. I walk downstairs and I'm like, hey, how can I help you? Who are you? Instantly, man, interrogation, asking me and Sid, who are we? Why are we here? What purpose are we serving? Like all just crazy questions. I'm like, sir, we're not doing that in here. I'm gonna walk you out. We could talk outside. I'm talking to him and I'm like, man, I'm a business owner. I'm vetted. My name is Caleb. You can look us up. We're on Google. We have 5 stars on Google, hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews. I said, you can look us up on PeerSpace. We're Powerhouse on PeerSpace. And not only that, you're not my landlord. I'm not under your property management. I don't even know who you are. I don't know where you live. But everything I'm doing is legal and safe. We have public hours. We close at 10:30 at night. So everything is still. Our max capacity is 50 to 75 people. So it's not large crowds or anything like that. It's very upscale and nice. So yeah, I could see like in his eyes, like, damn, I can't outsmart this dude. So he walks away. And then the very next day, guys, I kid you not, we have another event and he's there. He walks in again. Something told me to be there. With the dog again. I swear to you. This time, this is for Candy Burris. Candy Burris is inside. Candy is having her event with her manager, Don Juan. We're all doing a sound check, and this is for Bravo TV for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And he walks in for a production shoot during the sound check. And he's like, I saw speakers when I was walking by. Are you guys going to be loud today?
Oh
he walks in. And I'm like, yo, we're not doing this. Her team walks him out. All of us are talking to this dude like, yo, you got to chill. Right. He says that he's going to call the cops every single time. And in that moment, I try to tell him, hey, brother, you cannot weaponize the police against a black man in Atlanta. I said, bro, that's not a good look. And then I'm trying to tell him, hey, fam, APD, most of us know these people. Atlanta is a very small, big town. So these are people that we went to high school with. These are people's uncles, aunties, and APD is pretty much all black. So you thinking that if you calling them, bro, they over there handling murders and stuff. They ain't got time for noise complaints, things like that. Right. So he walks away. He then tries to call the cops. The cops drive by and they see that there's nothing going on that's irregular, any of that. And the cops are cool. So he gets frustrated by that. So then he threatens that he's going to call his president of the HOA. I'm telling him, listen, brother, I have a business. I don't have a home here. So your HOA president has no jurisdiction over me. He needs to talk to our landlord. So then from there, radio silence. A few weeks later, his president of the HOA calls my wife, Sid. He then tries to threaten and, talk crazy. But then he admits that he told Mr. William Doxey, that's his name, to chill out because that is a form of harassment. So that right there proved our case right there. Right. So then from that standpoint, I then talked to their president in person. I show him our space, all of that. He sees it. He says, you guys are doing nothing wrong. Y'all are perfectly fine. And this is coming from his president of the HOA. So from that standpoint, this happened early November. We don't have any issues until around like December, right? Mid-December, we're hosting a community.
Real quick though. From the November incidents, is there footage? Is there any evidence?
Yes, sir. We have footage, text messages, screen. Listen, I promise y'all, man, if anything we've learned, you have got to be thorough. You have to be thorough. I have videos, pictures, screenshots, everything, right? And I sent all of that evidence to our landlord immediately the moment that we moved in. But I never received a response from our landlord. I called them multiple times. I sent them multiple emails, follow-ups of, hey, how do I handle this situation before this gets ugly? Because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm operating within our set parameters. I'm not doing anything crazy. So how do I mediate this situation? Because I feel like I have no assistance in this. Right. No response.
And this is like one of those property management firms where you don't have a go-to person.
So, bro, Sincere, one thing, man, that I learned, our first 2 properties, those landlords, they were so cool because I could call them at any time and they always picked up. They were real cool people. Opposed to now, a bigger space means a bigger group. So this isn't like a set person. It's like a real corporation almost. Right. So who do you call? Who do you email? Who do you text? Right? So I'm contacting them and it's no response. Mind you, it's like radio silent now. December, we host our Christmas toy drive. We serviced and gave toys to over 300 plus families downtown. We also invited them to come see what we were about. We had local politicians there, community organizations, all of that. They didn't come and they never responded, which proves a hostile environment. I even went to the extent of they eventually had a second person, another white dude, call and complain and try to threaten Sid. If you don't shut this down right now, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to call my attorney. So then, of course, as a man, I had to take the phone. And then I talked to the brother, to the white dude. And then I had to tell him, hey, listen, brother, we have to operate. So with all that being said, let me work with you. We're going to do a sound check tomorrow. So then you can tell me what's loud and what's not loud. So then we can know exactly what to tell people while they're hosting an event, right?
Going above and beyond.
And I'm doing this on purpose to set them up. Right. Just to show I tried.
It's not about the noise. It's about me being Black.
Come on now.
And running a thriving business and y'all being threatened by that.
Right.
Come on now. And nicely to your point, they even mentioned, we noticed how much foot traffic that you have and that your business is very successful. Why would you say that?
Ding, 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 ding. Because they're taking notes.
Why would you say that? So that happens where I screenshot that text message thread where he does not respond about the sound levels when I try to work with him on that. And then 6 hours later, he complains about the sound again. And I have the screenshots. So this is all real, y'all. So this is in December. You don't come to the toy drive. You complain about the sound. So here's what I do. Shout out to my man, Jonathan Bonner, who is running for office here in Georgia, right? We grew up together. My man pulled up, him and his team, and we recorded the sound levels. We closed our main entrance door and we walked all the way to the parking lot. There's no sound. We even went inside, not loud. So we're like, it's not loud at all. So they're just making up noise and just using that because that's ambiguous and you can't prove that. So I hear nothing. And then in December, I contact our landlord and their management team again and tell them, hey, y'all, they keep harassing us. We need your help. We need your assistance. I send them screenshots of the text messages, videos, all of that. I received no response. This is around December 19th to December 21st.
So November to December 19th or so, still no communication from property management.
No, ma'am. Wow. So everything's radio silent. Now, property management then tries to send us an email and say, hey, you guys have received a few noise complaints. They've contacted us. It's no big deal. If you guys can, just be mindful of the sound, of the noise. This is around after the 21st-ish. I say, okay, cool. But back to my previous message about harassment and all of that.
Right.
Before you side with them, I said, you guys haven't even checked in with me, and I've been trying to follow up with y'all. No response to that, Sincere. I kid you not. No response to that message. So I'm like, oh, Sid, they trying to line us up. I was telling her this back then. I said, I see the play. I see it. So between
James, they get on code with each other.
Isn't it? Have to be. They have to be. So then, Sincere, nicely, I kid you not. I don't hear from them from that standpoint until January 16th. I get an email out of nowhere. It's a cease and desist to end all business operations.
From your property manager.
From your property manager. After 3
months. Mind you, I've contacted you guys since November.
Yes.
And you got a 7-year lease.
And I have a 7-year lease. Now, mind you, right? So I respond instantly because I'm with all the smoke. Like, I'm a chill dude, but like, if you try me, I'm gonna end that real quick. So like, I responded to him like, hey, y'all, listen, I have a long paper trail of proof that I've been harassed, racially discriminated against, police called unnecessarily, all these things, right? And then also, come to find out, I found out, y'all, there is a white girl right behind us who has an event space in a creative studio.
The same property manager?
Interesting.
What's the name?
229. They offered for
this guy. Look, I'll even let Sid say something.
Look,
if you
I'm
want.
in my pajamas.
Yeah.
I'll say this. When we first met with the management team.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi guys. Hi, you're so beautiful. So when we first met with the management team, our realtor sent us 229 Grant Street. Come to find out, Brandon Fellman Group owns 229 Grant Street. They own Mattress Factory Lofts, and then they own 239, which is where we are. Okay, 239 and 229 are both commercial
and adjacent to each other.
Mattress Factory is in the middle. They are residential,
which is where all the white people live.
Right.
But the white people that are giving us the issues are right above us. Crown Candy Lofts. Don't quote me on the name, but Crown Candy Lofts, something like that. They are right above us. Completely different management group. Okay. We were originally supposed to tour 229. When we arrived for the tour, all of a sudden,
we have to tour 239
because the broker who represented the landlord is so familiar with our operations.
He even stated that.
He's so familiar with 3 Milli.
He said that he was a fan.
He's a fan of 3 Milli.
And so, they hear the kind of content what y'all talking about, the type of guests that y'all have on there.
They've been watching.
They know that we've outgrown. And see,
our event space
what the crazy part is, Sincere, they actually don't know us from the platform. One thing about how we've done our marketing, the platform and our business are completely separate.
Okay.
So they know us as 3 Milli Productions, the studio and event space that hosts events.
Gotcha.
That is a landmark in the city for a safe space for creatives. So if you know that, my realtor has told you the reason why there's a big rush, because there was a rush for us to need to move. We needed a new space immediately. Like Caleb said, we outgrew the old space. There's an immediate rush to move. So with that being said, they know that we are coming with large numbers. Otherwise, we would have decreased. We're going to downsize. We're not going to upsize.
Right.
And they're marketing it as high traffic, 96 parking spaces. So you guys are leading us to believe that you're able to handle the numbers that we're expecting. Okay, fast forward. We get there the day of the tour. We're not touring 229.
Which is where the white girl stays. I just figured that out. They didn't want for us to have her space.
They give us the bigger space because I don't know. I'm going to just give everybody the education behind commercial spaces. You lease the rent rate is determined by the square foot, the price per square foot. So Grant Park is very expensive. It's $30 to $35, $40 per square foot. You get somewhere that's 1,000 square feet, you do the math. Okay. So that's how they're getting it. So they're like, we're not going to show them the smaller space.
We're going to show them the biggest one.
All of a sudden, they show us the largest space they have.
It's a money grab then.
So that was just a tidbit. She was at 229. We were originally supposed to be 229. All of a sudden, we're 239. And now looking back on it, 229 would have been a better experience because there are no residential neighbors above us. So you move us to a space that isn't going to work. And like Caleb said earlier, during the sound checks, we're doing our job. If I can't hear any noise 300 feet, even 100 feet, even 50 feet in front of my door, with my door open or closed, I can't control if this is seeping through 16-foot ceilings. We live in a loft here. My ceilings here are 16 feet. We have soundproofing. I still hear my neighbors because soundproofing on my ceiling is not going to control noise leaping through the walls, through the floors. So that's where we're like, hey, can we get a layout of building, a layout of the building? We don't even know who's above us. We don't know where these people are located to even know the layout. Okay, maybe we do need to place the speaker here, place the subwoofer here. That way they don't hear it there. We don't know.
Y'all are being way too reasonable. Y'all being way too reasonable.
Yeah, but it also sounds like they were setting them up to
That's my
potentially
point.
fail.
That's my point. It's not about the noise. It's not about none of this stuff.
She has said the same thing.
That's my tidbit. I appreciate you guys. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sid. But yeah, man. So as you know, to your point, Sincere, as Black people, especially as Black men, we try to hold back, but it's like, okay, I tried being reasonable. And it's like at this standpoint now, January 16th, cease and desist, that's sent. I comment back to them. I tell them, hey, first of all, what's going on? You guys haven't tried to, mediate any of those things. From there, I then tell them, hey, listen, we can split, we can part ways. We just ask for y'all to end this lease then, because if I can't operate my business, you can't charge me rent. Because how you going to charge me for something and I can't operate? Not only that, I paid my deposit, and with a deposit for a commercial space, you get out build out time. I got 3 months of build out time, right? So I find it very strange. Build out time ends January 31st.
Whoa.
The first rent payment was due February 1st. So me and Sid did some, more digging. I even wanted to see on the payment portal, could I still even try to pay rent?
They blocked you.
So what am I supposed to do?
Mm.
So it's just weird tactics like that. When I responded back on the 16th from their attorney, I didn't get another response back to like a week and a half. And then they were demanding in that response $25,000 on top of keeping, I swear to God, on top of keeping our security deposit and also signing a non-disclosure agreement.
What? How does that benefit me?
That's what I told them. And then
in 3 days to vacate.
Yeah, in 3 days to vacate. So then I tell them, hey guys, calculate for me where you even got 25,000 from. The moment that I asked that, they respond back, okay, let's do 6,000. Whoa. How you drop
That's
from
oh my God.
And guys,
so
this
they
is
think
real,
y'all some dumb
bro,
Negro.
sincere, nicely. I would make sure to send y'all screenshots of the emails because I'm not making this up. And it's like, how do you drop so far from 25 racks down to 6?
6 down.
So that shows something's not right. And then you're still saying, sign this NDA. And then from there, guys, that's the last that I heard from them. And I told them, no, that's not happening. I'm not agreeing to that. And that's insane. From that standpoint, I tell them then, again, let us leave amicably. No beef, no harm, no foul. This ain't even got to get ugly. Just let us leave unscathed with our deposit. And we cool. And we cool, which is still, to your point, Sincere, being overly reasonable. But also I'm trying to protect myself as a Black man and leave safely. But instead, I do not receive a response. And I tell them, hey guys, you guys have until the end of business day, February 1st, to make sure that all of this is done and solidified. Do you think I got a response by the end of business day, February 1st? No, I did not. So then February 3rd, very last point, from there, I get an email. We do not agree to any of the terms. Cool. So then that's when we decided to turn up the heat.
Yeah.
Man, good move.
Thank you.
How, obviously you're out there in the community. How has the community, drawn support for you guys? The people that you are connected to out there. How's that been?
Overwhelming, man. People like, yourself, Sincere. I appreciate you, brother. Even, people try to, crack jokes, but bro, IUIC, man, shout out to them. Hebrew Israelites, they don't play. They pulling up on Sunday, marching. Bishop Nathaniel, bro, shout out to you. Mosque number 15 here in Atlanta, Nation of Islam, they're pulling up on Sunday. So, just seeing all the people, the activists, Black journalists, reporters, press, like everybody is just sending overwhelming love, which then shows that we were doing a damn good job this entire time. So, it was very, very overwhelming. Beautiful thing to see because, our people try to critique and say we don't come outside, but man, that's not true at all because, bro, I'm seeing it in real time. I'm seeing it in real time.
Yeah, they'll keep moving the goalposts. This won't be considered outside. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep moving the goalposts.
Hey, it still ain't gonna count after Sunday.
Yeah,
you're right.
It still ain't gonna matter.
Right.
But that's dope to see.
Agent?
Oh yeah, so
agent, because
like our realtor. So me and Sid, we've been talking, right? And it's so sad because our realtor, we've actually worked with him since he got us every single space. So we've known him for like 6 years now. However, he's not Black, right? So turns out our realtor let us know, hey, you guys should actually check out this space. I think this is the best fit. So he actually recommended that location. And we trusted him, everything checked out, all the specs, all of that. However, we later then find out that he's friends with these people. So then that shows us.
Dangerous.
And mind you, he works with so many Black-owned businesses here in Atlanta. So that right there shows us this is a real conspiracy. And then we later then find out that this same property management group, from doing further digging, people, local activists, all these people have been telling us other Black-owned businesses under this same property management group are going through the same exact thing. Yeah.
Man.
So, yeah.
Man.
So it sounds like
hopefully some of them are coming out on Sunday.
Indeed.
Hopefully some of those other businesses that are going through the same or similar experiences are going to come out on Sunday too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But it's good that you got people from all these different schools of thought and walks of life supporting you and coming together. That is going to show a great example from the community at large. You know what I'm saying? People have different opinions, different viewpoints when it comes to certain social, political issues or whatever, but we all here to support you And as soon as I saw your video that you put out there, I knew
Right.
this was something I had to support, because I'm like, this brother is one of the most professional people, you know what I'm saying, you're going to come across, you know what I'm saying? So I know you're not somebody that's just crying wolf or clout chasing or trying to put some shit out there, you know, not doing good business and then complaining when shit don't go your way. I already know this was going to be something legit. So I'm like, nah, we got to get behind this.
Thank you, bro. And man, sincere, bro. You know, as you know, like on my own platform, I'm not even on camera. So like, I don't like clout. I don't like attention. I don't like none of that. But man, shout out again to my wife, Sid, my dog, Jonathan Bonner, man. He talked to me, man, on Sunday, and he poured life into me. And he said, bro, if you don't speak up, it's going to keep happening. And you don't want to be years later seeing this same thing happening to somebody else, and you could have spoke up about it. So I was like, all right, bet. But man, I didn't want to post anything. I didn't want to tell anybody about it, anything, because I was still processing. But man, I'm so glad that I did, because man, it showed me anything is possible, bro. And we are all that we got, and we're all that we need.
Absolutely. And it's just so unfortunate, because one thing that they would try to say is, one, we don't do business. You know, we don't know how to operate business and pull ourselves up out of bootstraps, all the things. And then every time we do these very things, building up hundreds of Black Wall Streets and being sabotaged. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing your situation being sabotaged, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Every time we do, you guys get jealous and fragile and sabotage it. Black people are doing great business out here.
It's so many examples of this across the country that we see happening with different Black businesses.
And where's
you know
our
what
protection?
I'm saying? But Atlanta sticks out the most, because Atlanta has this reputation of being the Black Mecca, which implies that there's a level of protection there, which implies that there's more opportunity there, that, you know what I'm saying, that you could be more vertically integrated with your own people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listening to you tell your story, you have to go outside of the community to find an agent. You know what I'm saying? And
I tell people that.
You know what I mean? And also with the receipts that you have, the evidence that you gathered, and you're using a lot of legal terms, you know what I'm saying, based on the agreements that you signed with the landlord and all of that. Where's our legal people? Where's the lawyers?
Sincere, I'm gonna tell you something, bro, and I'm gonna call all their names out. Attorney Griggs, I've contacted this man about 4 or 5 times this week. He has left all my messages on scene. So I'm like, goddamn. So if you're supposed to be the civil rights attorney and I'm contacting you, where are you at? Our realtors.
Is he out there fighting for illegal ICE? I'm just asking. I have to ask, because again, you know what I'm saying? It seems like a lot of our Black, attorneys and politicians, etc., priorities get a little messed up, because you run on black, and then when Black people need you to step up for Black people and Black issues, your ass is nowhere to be found.
I'm sick of it, y'all. And see, I try to tell people that. Y'all brought up an excellent point. I should have been able to find a commercial realtor with ease in Atlanta. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And then when it comes to finding a civil rights Black attorney, I'm trying to work with a Black attorney, but I'm like, bro, listen, y'all ain't. So it showed me that within itself, that's a major discrepancy. And back to white jealousy, right? William Doxey. I forgot to mention, the very first day that he walked in, he looked around, saw all of our beautiful Black artwork. He sees beautiful Black people in suits and ties. And he tells me that he used to own a studio in Arkansas, where he's from, but it failed. That right there, that's motive. That's motive right there. Our direct neighbor that we found out, he was cool. He lived right above us. He told us that he wasn't hearing nothing. He said, I don't know what William talked about, because he stayed way on the back corner. So that right there proved he's just walking around with his dog and he sees Black people in his area, and it makes him uncomfortable. And
now,
it's just
are you
that
getting statements from the people who are saying that they're not hearing the noise? Are you getting written statements?
And we got screenshots, everything, because all of this, and this is where all of them messed up, it's all via text. So I have all that via text thread. So I don't know where he's even hearing this. You guys are fine. Screenshot. Boom. Got it. So yeah.
Man. And so I guess it's not the Black Mecca after all.
It's not.
Right.
It's not, because
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, here's the thing. It's been not the Black Mecca since about 1996. It's just nobody's really talked about it. Yeah. You know, if
I would go back further than that. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
When you
Sincere.
look at
I
the
was
big
trying to be
picture.
conservative. Tell him, yeah.
So, only reason I say that, and look, this is not something that I really speak on like that because I live down here, but I'm not from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So you'll get a lot of Atlanta natives. Oh, you can't speak on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know
Nah,
what you're talking about, whatever.
you can, bro.
But I'm just saying, when you look at these big skyscrapers downtown Atlanta and all of that stuff, you know what I mean, where real power moves are being made.
That's right.
We don't own none of that. We don't run none of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You got a handful of black people and celebrities and entertainers and stuff that's doing well for themselves, but there's not a real ecosystem for the
of
wealth
like
to flow.
Everyday black folk.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Case in point. 1996, right? The Olympics is here in Atlanta. Things such as Grady Homes, Herndon Homes, where you got black projects, right? My wife, her family comes from Grady Homes. That's torn down, and now you get Midtown High School. You get now Georgia State University. Turner Field then moves to Cobb County now, as you know, Sincere. So now you got a baseball team in the middle of the hood off of Summer Hill, moved up to Cobb County in a wider area. Atlanta Falcons, right? Georgia Dome then gets moved to Mercedes-Benz, where they tear down 3 historic black churches from slavery. But nobody's talking about this because we got a couple of rappers.
Right.
This has been getting gentrified. Now downtown is a wrap. Downtown is now called South Downtown. The Gulch, this is a multi-billion-dollar project that's coming to the heart of downtown for the World Cup. And once that happens, it's a wrap.
Sounds like what they're doing out here in LA with the Leimert Park area.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It's being extremely gentrified. I don't know if you heard about the Baldwin Hills Mall.
Yes, ma'am.
They tried to sell it. Black people overbid it, and they took the lesser amount for some Russians. We don't even
some
want
Russians. I remember
we
that.
don't even want y'all money. Y'all money is nothing to
it
us.
Still ain't good enough. David Gross raised the money. I know exactly what you're talking about, nicely. David Gross raised the money. Nip's business part, he raised the money. And they still turned him down. And Nip even, I think about that all the time now, especially now, this brother was getting harassed all the time by LAPD. Because why? He owned the land. And that is the one common thing that if you own the land, it infuriates white supremacy because they know what we're going to do with it. And then instantly they see we already got it popping day one.
Right. I mean, we get it popping when we don't have much. Now, you know what I'm saying? We get it popping when we don't even have much, and that even threatens them. And that's why when we talk about reparations, right? And they be like, "Well, what are you guys gonna do with the money?" If you thought we were gonna waste it, you would have gave it to us yesterday.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why they don't want to give it up, because they understand that Black Americans, foundational Black Americans are builders.
Very resourceful. Extremely resourceful.
By nature.
Yes,
And yeah, man, it's called the Braden Feldman Group. I did some more digging, man, just now. Shar Bates is a great sister, bro. She had just called me. Shar Bates, bro, Sincere, I kid you not. She hit me up like 2 hours ago. She said, Caleb, I'm dealing with the Braden Feldman Group right now.
Oh, wow.
This
I
is
swear
crazy.
to God. I swear to God, bro. And she said, Caleb, look up the owner. I didn't know it was like multiple white people, bro. I looked them up. These boys are from Charleston, South Carolina, which I knew they acted like they were not from Atlanta. They're from Charleston, South Carolina.
The Braden Feldman Group.
Lily White, man. And these dudes, bro, if you ever look up their pictures, all of that, they're from Charleston, South Carolina, and they look like Murdoch brothers. You know, them same brothers in South Carolina. No, I kid you. They're from the same area. And they're from the same area, which means they brought that same mentality here to Atlanta.
And I wish I would have had their photos and stuff ready. But if y'all following our brother Caleb, they got the images of these people that they talking about.
D- better business bureau rating, by the way, too. I just found that out today, Sincere. I had
what
to do
minus?
A D-. I had to look it up. It's hidden. I really had to search. They have a D-, better business bureau rating. And also, I did some more digging. But y'all, this shows you can be as thorough as possible as a Black business owner. And some of those stats are fake. I had to do more digging, and then I found out that they have fake Google reviews. So their property manager, who I work with directly, Sean Gilligan, who works for the Braden Feldman Group, went in. His dumb self forgot to change his name, and it says Sean Gilligan to Sean Gilligan, where he's creating
giving himself his own reviews. Oh man!
So then he had to do that because I did some more swiping down. It's way at the bottom. Since I had to swipe like 6 pages, it's all 1-star reviews from Black people.
That's crazy.
Talking about negligence. I called, they don't answer. I felt like I was set up. this felt like it was a money grab. And I made sure that I screenshotted all of these things, but this shows a consistent practice.
And we need to try to contact some of those people too.
And
that's
consistent bad business practices with them.
Yes. But here's the thing, but they're able to function and be in Grant Park and own the best real estate. And they're able to do all of this and then hide bad reviews. Black-owned businesses, as y'all know, if you get one bad review, it's a wrap.
You hear me?
That's why they're so arrogant about it.
We're tougher on each other. We're tougher on each other. You know, we don't give the same grace half the time that we give to other groups.
Talk about it.
This is a fact. So, all right, I know we got the protest coming up on Sunday. Yeah. Sunday at 1 o'clock. What's the address?
The address is 239 Grant Street Southeast, Suite 101, zip code 30312, which is our studio, 3 Milli Productions. Our parking lot, we're gonna have that thing jumping, man. It's a real big parking lot. Our studio on the inside, we're gonna have people, you know, inside too, to see the space and see, hey, this is what we do. Like, it's a chill vibe, it's nothing crazy, and this is what people are trying to shut down.
We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be broadcasting live right here from SincereluvdagodCast. I'm gonna go live while I'm out there. Show y'all what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody to come in and support. And by the way, if you supporting tonight's broadcast, cash app our brother. You got cash app, Caleb?
Bro, honestly, man, have them cash app y'all, bro. I can't even accept that, man. I'm dead serious.
Not
bro.
Tonight.
I can't, tonight. Man. Nah, bro, I'm for real, man. Hey, I can't even take nothing from the people because all that I need is for all the people, man, just to show up Sunday at 1. That actually means way more because that's way more effective. Man, I promise you, bro.
You see the integrity.
That's way more effective because, man, I'm telling you, here's why. Finding out, man, that it was multiple Black people and Black businesses impacted by this. If we can get as many people to show up as possible, we can actually create real tangible change and see it happen. Opposed to, you know, these same people not, you know, redlining us. You can't rent this space. You can't rent that space. Or if you do, you got to pay X amount of dollars just to still get kicked out. I would rather have people show up, get off the couch, pull up Sunday at 1. It's going to be 60 degrees. It's going to be feeling good. It's going to be sunny. I would rather you, before you cash at me any of that, is to pull up and support because that would mean way more.
Well, I'll be there for sure.
I want to see people, Black people out there, just like they out here in LA with these large protest kids walking out of school, you know, and
I want that same energy.
I want that same energy for
if
Black
not more.
people.
Because this is important. This is important, and it has something to do with us.
Yeah,
it has something to do with us. This is a us thing.
This is a us thing, you guys.
Minding our business too, bro. Sincere, man, I would have felt, you know, more at peace if like I was doing something shady or crazy. Right. But man, I haven't even been there for 3 full months. I got a cease and desist 2.5 months in. I didn't even finish my build out time.
Right. So
that means way more. And you know, like we're from here. And then like more specifically from Atlanta. So if I'm not good enough, my wife, if she's not good enough, if our clientele, if they're not good enough, we're not going to be safe anywhere, man. Nobody's going to be good enough.
Ain't nobody.
And your landlord's their guest. You know, the
people
that open, they're the guest.
How about that? From Charleston, South Carolina. Right. But vibe is everything. Myself, my wife, our friends, our clientele knew something is off because we've never had a landlord act like this. But lo and behold, these people aren't used to Black folk from Atlanta. So as you see.
I get it. That does make sense too. So we do got to give Atlanta some props.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you're not an anomaly out here. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of Black people that are doing great things.
Yeah.
And somebody, you know, some white supremacists from Charleston, South Carolina, they're just not used to seeing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we do got to give Atlanta some props.
Indeed.
Sure. But so what's going to be next though? I know this is unexpected, you know, obviously this wasn't planned, but we got to keep it moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you do is important. Like I said, you create a space and a platform for a lot of different creatives to come and do what they do. So we need you out here, man. What's next?
You, man, Dr. Kaba, man, my mentor. I love him to death, bro. Spiritual father almost for me, man. He used to always tell me, Caleb, Dr. Clark. So even that sentence right there, he used to tell me like that's heavy right there. Dr. Clark used to always tell him, brother, make sure that you do not have to rely on the people to feed you. And I said, all right, Baba. So, you know, when I was young, he said, you know, make sure that you have a good job, make sure that you got a 401k, insurance, all those things. So, man, you know, gratefully, I have a job. I work in tech. So, like, I don't have to force things. So, man, honestly, bro, I'm going to do my thing with that, like what I've been doing. And then my platform is still going. as you guys see, man, we still posting, filming at the crib, having quality conversations. Honestly, man, it's been a vibe just living simple. So, man, with the space, I've seen like we had the highest of highs. We had a beautiful time. But honestly, man, I'm ready to let that go because each space we've had to fight so hard against racism in each space, against racist landlords. And then two, even now with the pricing when it comes to properties, when it comes to zoning now, this was the only space that we could be approved for in Atlanta when it came to zoning. So people don't even understand how hard it is to find a space, and not only a space, but a quality space for a business that has high traffic.
Right.
So, man,
In the Black Mecca.
Exactly. So, man, honestly, y'all, Sunday's protest, I just want to have people come out, leave with a bang, and then, man, moving forward, do the platform, live my life, man, honestly.
We definitely want you guys to be safe, and we want everyone that can please show up, show out. If you go out there, go live, bring as much attention to it as you can. Also, make sure you share it out on your platforms, on your X accounts, on your Facebook and IG accounts, the address, so you can encourage other people to come out and support as well.
Yeah, indeed, man. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all, man, so much. I enjoyed you guys. Thank y'all, man. Seriously. I need as much support as possible. Spread the message, but man, thank y'all so much for allowing me, the chance, opportunity just to come on here, share the story. I don't take that lightly.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Sorry that y'all going through this, but the way that you're taking it, it's gonna be some type of blessing that comes out on the other side anyway, because
thank you, brother.
You just got that spirit, you know what I mean?
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
All right, family. So appreciate everybody tapping in with us tonight. Again, if you in the Atlanta area this Sunday, 1 p.m. on Sunday, we're going to be at the address one more time.
Yes, sir. 239 Grant Street, Southeast. 239 Grant Street, Southeast. Zip code is 30312, Suite 101. 3 Milli Productions. So, man, on Google, Apple Maps, all you got to do, type in 3 Milli Productions, and it'll pop up.
Bet. Yeah. So y'all come on out. And for those of y'all out of state, out of town, y'all can't really make it. Like I said, I will be live on this channel here. So make sure that you are subscribed and you hit the notification bell so you could get notified when we do go live.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we got you, man. We got you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all, man, greatly.
And again, thank you to your wife, Sid, for lending you to the platform today. And, I know everything she going through because, we emotional creatures, and I know the stress for her.
She be on go, man. She be on go. So, yeah, man.
Right. So shout out to her for holding it down and holding you down and everything, too.
Indeed, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all have a beautiful night. Sincere, man. Looking forward to, Sunday seeing you there. But everybody come, man, who can. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. And that does it for today's episode of SincereluvdagodCast. Make sure y'all stay tapped in with us. Me and Nicey be back live after the protest. Later on Sunday, we're going to do our regular broadcast as well. So y'all stay tuned for that. But always remember, family, we are not the master teachers. We are only the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media.